Welcome back. We are here with Kaylee's household, her and her wife Sylvia, and her two children, Josephine and Nathan. And for her career, her daily task is to give orders, so she just told her wife to drop and give me 20, though it didn't actually work towards her giving orders thing. Also, for some reason, there was a mailbox in the center of the room there, and I didn't even notice it. I don't know when that got there, but who knows? Maybe practice giving orders is different than giving orders. That's only just occurred to me in this moment. But we are going to take the whole family to the beach. And this is kind of a fun little trip for the kids before they become teenagers. They are both 2 days away from their birthday, so it is about that time to give them a cake. And I thought since it's summer, it would be a good opportunity to take the whole family to the beach. We haven't been to the beach yet in this series. So here we are. Also, there's a blue guy over there. Must be the child of an alien. But anyway, Kaylee is going to sunbathe while the kids play in the water. And Sylvia is actually going to cook on the grill because she is hungry. Also, the kids have to go to the bathroom. I should have taken care of everything they needed before we left the house, but I didn't do that. So the kids are immediately like, I'm gonna get out of the water and go to the bathroom. Actually, here's the thing for EA. They should make it so that kids can pee in the pool or pee in the ocean. I think that is a good addition to the game. So that's what I'm gonna promote there. And Sylvia just went to work. I didn't even check her work schedule. I assumed because it was the weekend that everyone was free. That was my bad. I'm going to send Kaylee to continue to sunbathe after she uses the restroom, and the kids are going to eat and then build a sandcastle together. So I thought that was a fun little trip. Also, look at this lady. She's walking on water. Um, and apparently, Kaylee hates the beach. Like, it is actually kind of laughable because she hates the beach. She might like swimming at the beach, but she doesn't like being away from home because she is like that home turf lifestyle or whatever it is. And she doesn't like sunbathing because it's sedentary. So, anyway, they only lasted half a day at the beach, but they enjoyed themselves. I was going to invite more people out with them, but everyone was sleeping when we left. It was like 6 a.m. or something. But, you know, not everyone can come on these fun outings. Everyone is getting kind of old too. I mean, Harper's an elder. Very sad. But, I think that's just the way the cycle of life goes. I feel like we talk about this every single time. I get a little emotional. Like I get a little sad because my Sims are getting older. Also, Kaylee is absolutely ripped. I don't know if you saw that. So that's what I get distracted by. The like 8 pack on my Sim. But yeah, every time the last heir, the last played Sim gets older, I get a little melancholy, I guess. But I did notice that we could afford a money tree. So we're going to try that again. It's, you know, my theory is that our money tree last time was glitchy. That's going to be my theory. I mean, it did, maybe it gave us that 200,000 simoleons. I have no idea. But we are going to try and have this money tree be a little more normal. And we're going to hire a gardener because, we killed the first one. But the kids are ready for their birthdays. So Josephine is going to go first because she's technically the oldest, even though she's sort of younger, but she was the first child that we adopted. She is the heir, and so we are making her a genius. So here she is, and now Nathan is going to be next. So here he goes. And we're just going to randomize him because we won't be playing him, so it's not really a big deal. And we also get to find out what he looks like under his sunglasses. But now we are going to go and do their makeovers. So that's really exciting. Here we are in Create a Sim with Josephine. Honestly, the blonde eyebrows were not doing it for me. And then I thought maybe I should just, I don't know. The blonde just wasn't doing it for me. So we changed her hair to black. We'll just say that she dyed it, or that maybe she dyed it as a child, who knows. And we are just going to use all stylized looks because that's the way I roll. That was the best edition of the game ever, in my opinion. No, it's probably not ever, but anyway. We are just going through some stylized looks for her, and of course the makeup is terrible. They did just do the update, which is great, but I, the defaults are still, iffy. I was thinking about giving her dyed hair because, you know, um, she was blonde before. But then I just really liked this hairstyle in particular. I guess I could have made it a different color, but um, I just liked this one with this outfit, the university outfit. If you saw, even though this is really sped up, that she um, does have a university aspiration, so I'm really excited about that. And that is where we are going with the next um, generation. And I'm just changing her hair for a couple of different outfits. Got the same style, but a little different. And we are going to move on to Nathan. I actually love that colorful suit. That is amazing. But, I wanted to put him in that long jacket that is considered feminine, but it looks weird on him because it still tries to curve in as if he has an hourglass figure, which he doesn't. So, you know, it's one of those things where we can put masculine and feminine things on other body types, but sometimes they don't always look right. So, anyway, Josephine's first part of her aspiration is to get to level 3 research and debate skill. But in the meantime, it is also almost Kaylee's birthday. So I figure we have a cake here. Let's do this. And luckily for us, there is no problem with the bug with the birthday cake. And actually, Nathan is also working on the debate skill, even though I didn't tell him to. I think that that is really indicative of his character. Nathan always is doing something, and I kind of love that. Like I don't have to tell him to do his homework. I don't have to tell him to do the extra credit. I don't have to tell him to work on his skills. He just does it. It's kind of amazing actually. But anyway, we have everyone working on their skills, and Sylvia is going to sell another book. She is doing quite well with royalties. I mean, she doesn't even really have to work anymore. I mean, I think by the end of this video, we're getting 7,000 simoleons of royalties. Also, Kaylee just disappeared. Like, her thing says she went to work, but she's not gaining any work performance. I don't know if that's a result of the workaholic trait, but I just thought that that was so weird that she just dipped out. So, Kaylee's gone, but Sylvia wants to write well inspired. For some reason, my brain is not computing Sylvia's name anymore, but that's fine. Too many names to remember. We're working on it. So here we go. She is going to get inspired. She takes a 5 million year shower. And then we are going to have her write. And we're also going to keep checking on our money tree because you know how I am with the money tree now. We got to figure it out. We got to make it work. So she is now about to be inspired as soon as the confident moodlet wears off, which it should have already worn off because it's at 0 minutes, but you know that that lags. So that's fine. And we'll continue to get Strangerville hero packages, fan mail throughout. And Kaylee really wants to go to work. I mean, she was supposedly just at work, but she wants to go again, which is fine because it's almost that time. And the kids are about to go to school. Everyone kind of has the same schedule, which I really like. So there's that. So we are skipping ahead to when the kids get home from school because everyone just went to school and work. And both children brought home a project. So I just have Kaylee working on her homework and then she's going to work on her project. And she is enraged, of course, because she's a teenager. And they always, just if they're toddlers, they have problems. If they're kids, they have problems. If they're teens, they have problems. And Nathan is doing her project. So anyway, she wants to get her grades up because she wants to go to a good college so that she can get a good job and fulfill her academic aspiration. So she is going to actually start investing in her schoolwork, which she didn't really do as a child. So she is going to do her homework, she's going to do her projects, she's really going to work hard on this stuff so that she can get into a distinguished degree. We're going to do our best, up some skills, up some grades, and work on Nathan's project, considering she cannot work on her own project anymore. He stole it. Not sure that it matters, which is fine. So she is now going to work on this carefully and really try to get her grades up because that's what she wants. She's a smart girl, she's a genius, and she is ready to take on the academic lifestyle. So we are just having all of our Sims kind of work on different things. Sylvia is going to sell another book to the publisher, and um, we're gonna have Josephine continue to work on this project, and then she's gonna help Nathan with his project when she's done, so that she can get that little extra boost. I'm not even sure that that helped her grade that much, but it did help her responsibility trait, which I appreciate. I really like, as I've said in the past, my Sims to be responsible. I feel like it makes my life easier. So she is going to be finishing up that soon. But look, Nathan is exercising. I mean, there's also was someone doing push-ups on the street there. But and then he comes back to work on the project and he's just always doing something. He just I don't know if it's hard though because he keeps multitasking and switching between things, but that's fine. We're going to have Josephine help with this project. I wonder if she could have done both if we hadn't set that out and he hadn't started it. Interesting concept. Definitely a possibility that we will have to investigate in the future. But we are going to have, so Sylvia is actually working on the writing aspiration now. I don't know if I mentioned that. We changed it from a family aspiration because we weren't going to be able to complete that because it involved grandchildren, and we won't be playing Sylvia's Sim anymore when there are grandchildren. So I changed it to the writing aspiration because she is a writer and that is what she is doing. So she has to write a bunch of books now and publish them and have a certain quality book and all that fun stuff. So that is what she is now working on. And we have everyone sitting around watching Josephine do the project. I mean, she's basically doing it for him, which he doesn't seem to mind. So, oh, here he comes. So now they're working on it together, and they finished it together, which is nice. And so that is it for the after school projects. Getting a little advice from mom. And then we are going to sell the school projects because that's how we're going to make a little extra simoleons here. And it is coming around to that time again where everyone is going to go to school and work. And so the computer's broken again. That's a surprise to no one. but the kids are doing pretty well, and I am optimistic for their futures. So there is that. I actually did do a little research for Josephine to see what kind of skills would help her and what she could do to make sure she gets into a good college and gets a distinguished degree. And we're just going to clean up inventory a little bit here. So there's that. Someone keeps sending us cupcakes, and they're always spoiled because I guess that's what happens when you send food in the mail. But it is kind of a bummer because we can't sell them. They have been sending those like future cube things too, which I really like because those are like 300 plus simoleons. But right now, the kids are headed off to school, and we are going to make sure that Josephine, anyway, works hard at school so that she can get her grades up. School is very important to her. And we are going to set everyone up to go to work and go to school. They're already gone. It's actually funny because Kaylee used to be the first one to leave in the morning. She used to be the one who got up at like 5 a.m. to go to her military job, and now she's the only one who gets to sleep in. She's the last one out the door. So we are just skipping ahead to the kids coming home from school so they can work on their homework. And we are going to get Josephine's grades up by also working on as much as she can. And I'm just checking out her skills. But there you go. Nathan's just doing the homework. He just wants to, which is great. He's a very good boy, that Nathan. So they are just going to do their homework, and she's going to do her extra credit so that she can get, from a B student to an A student. Sylvia is home from work as well, and she needs to write books not only for her job, but for her aspiration. And actually, Kaylee doesn't really have to do anything right now. She's level 8 of the military career currently, and she is, just going to work to get that promotion. She doesn't need to work on any skills or anything in the meantime. So there is that. And yeah, so I am just going to keep working on their skills and keep trying to get everyone in a good position for when Josephine is ready to apply to college, which will be in a couple of sim days. I think you can apply to college within a week of becoming a young adult. I'm pretty sure it is. So she is going to try and work on some skills and be able to get a good, you know, college application so that she can really succeed in all of that. So we are going to wrap it up with two special clips from when I had kept playing after this, just to, get some sim days down because it's still a while. And guess who set the kitchen on fire? But I mean, everyone wanted to put out the fire, which I thought was interesting. So, and then I was worried there that it was starting again, but it was not. So we've had a fire, which is, you know how the Sims goes. And then also the money tree. Look, we can harvest money fruit. So we're sending Nathan to go harvest the money fruit. We get 8,000 simoleons from it. So I think that is normal money tree behavior. And we'll continue that when I catch you next time.